Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Front and Center about residence life at Center College. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. My name is Lauren Samuelson, and I'm an admission counselor at Center. I'm also a proud Center alum and love talking about living on campus. But we have three awesome students that are going to talk to you a little bit more about residence life at Center today, and they are going to introduce themselves. We'll start with JK.
Hi, so my name is J.K. Gonzalez. I'm a sophomore from Los Angeles, California. I'm involved with the residence life as well. I'm an RA on campus. My major is IST, and I also play soccer. So if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Awesome. And we'll go to Sangeet next.
Hi, I'm Geet. I am a senior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and I am a residence director here on campus. I'm majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology and minoring in creative writing. And I'm involved with this, our Interfaith Society, and I'm an ambassador.
Awesome. And we'll finish off with Stephanie.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie. I'm a senior from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm an international studies and religion double major. I'm involved with residence life. I'm a resident assistant on campus, but I'm also involved in Greek life and the after school program.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to do this and talk more about living on campus at Center. And we're going to start off with an introduction from Sangeet.
So as you all probably know, Center is a fully residential community. 98% of our students live on campus all 4 years, which means that most of our community and most of our life is centered around campus. So campus itself is a 15-minute walk from the furthest points of campus, although you can shorten it to 7. I have done that. It is possible. So it's very easy to get involved on Center's campus and to focus on what you want to focus on. We have really an ability to foster community within our residence halls, as opposed to just being like a place for you to go to sleep. But we really have like an emphasis on building relationships.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And next, we'll talk a little bit about the first year experience living on campus. So JK, if you want to take it away.
Hi, so our first year experience, it's going to start roughly around mid-May when we start sending you emails about housing and roommate like preparations and stuff like that. So you'll be able to kind of find a match with another roommate and or just get randomly paired with a roommate. So that's a few things you can look forward to from us. So on your first year hall, you'll have an RA. Each hall has an RA. So they'll be helping you out with anything you need in terms of mental health and just getting to know each other at the first few weeks of school. So they'll be there to help you. And your first year moving in day will be kind of cool because they'll have everyone there moving your stuff into your room. So you won't, our rule is we won't allow you to touch anything when you're moving in. So we'll have people that work in all offices come in and wear this really cool, like almost like a uniform, and just help everyone move in those first few hours. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, they always have a matching shirt, and it's like the brightest color that you can ever imagine. So you can't miss anyone. So it's definitely a good move-in day. All right, and next we'll just talk about a little bit of our different housing options on campus, and Stephanie's going to tell us more about that.
Yeah, so like you was saying earlier, while you do live on campus all 4 years, your dorms don't look the same all 4 years, which is really nice. So you'll come in your first year and you'll have kind of like your regular dorm style, which will be a double with a communal bathroom. But then moving into your second and third year, you'll begin to have more hall options like Old Quad or Breck or North Side, and those can look more like suite style, or they can be singles, or they can be the double if you find someone you really like living with. And then moving into your senior year, you can move into more suite style housing like Pearl or Brockman, and this gives you the ability to have more of an apartment feel moving into your senior year. So you have like a mini kitchen, a bathroom that you share with like 4 or 5 roommates, and it's a really good way to get to bond with those roommates really closely, but you're also still getting to know your neighbors because everyone's still living on campus. And so the way our housing draw works is it's a lottery and seniors pick first, but then all the other years get to pick as well after your first year, just depending on who you're living with.
Awesome. All right, and we're going to talk a little bit more about RA staff, and Sangeet is going to talk to us more about that.
Yeah, so as JK mentioned earlier, especially for first years, there's an RA on each hall, and every community, as you're an upperclassman, also has an RA for that specific area. So there's an application interview process to help with these positions. So as long as you're a student on campus, you can apply to be an RA. And while you're an RA, after you've done at least a year as an RA, you can actually apply to be a residence director, which is what I am. Hi. So with the RAs, they help build a community and a culture within the halls. So they're not only your point person for anything you need help with, finding clubs, involvement, anything like that. They're also there to help you feel like your hall is a home. And it's a really fantastic part of their job. They're paid to make sure to put on programming, to make sure that the hall is as inclusive and as homey as they can make it. So they are paid positions on campus with additional leadership opportunities across campus. And in addition, like I said earlier, these RAs can then be promoted essentially into the RD position, which is an RA for the RAs. They handle more of the logistical side of things, but they're your RA when your RA is not around, and they're there to help support the RAs in anything they might need.
Awesome. That sounds so fun. Very exciting. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit more kind of just in depth about our students' residence life experience at Center. And so we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A portion. So we'll stop so we can see everyone's faces. But I just have a few questions that we've prepared. They're some of our most asked questions when it comes to residence life at Center. So I want to take some time to answer those. But the first question is, what was your favorite part of living on campus your first year? Someone wants to take that.
I think my favorite part, so a couple of years ago, I was in this similar, not the same position, obviously, but a similar position as the students that are kind of applying now and getting ready to come into Center. And I met some students on a panel just like this, maybe in person, but very similar to this. And one of the students was Sangeet. So it was kind of fun to have a face that I would kind of recognize at Center when I first got here. Then being able to, one, meet the students that kind of helped me through that process, and two, become their friends was probably my favorite part of freshman year. So yeah.
That's super cool. Awesome. Love that answer. And the next question we get a lot about is about the hall activities. We talked a little bit about this, but our residence halls on campus have a lot of activities and programming throughout the year. So does anyone have a favorite hall activity that they participate in or put on?
This year, another RA and I put on a Brocksticle course, which was an obstacle course designed inside Brockman Commons, one of the senior suite style living arrangements that we have on campus. And so we did like a laser course that you had to get through with pieces of yarn that you had to like go through kind of. It was really fun. And then like hula hooping and like a beanbag toss. It was really a mixture of a lot of things we were able to find on campus, but it was really fun. And we took everyone's times and like gave out prizes to the top 3. And it was fun to like make use of that communal space and just like grab people as they were walking by and be like, do the Brocksticle course.
That's awesome. Love it. The next one is, I know we talked a little bit about the different options for housing, but each year does look different on campus, especially based on where you're living. So does anyone have a favorite room or hall that they lived in during their time at Center?
I can take that one. So my first year, I lived on the Cheek side of Cheek Evans' house. My second year, I was an RA in Nevin. My third year, I was the residence director of Atchison Coel. And my fourth year, this year, I am the RD of the Cheek Evans house as a whole. And to be quite honest, my favorite place I think I've lived is the Evans Hall. Just because like I like the building. It's kind of like a nice return to me, full circle and all that good stuff. But also it's pretty quiet. Like it's been pretty quiet. And in addition, like the community that the RAs have built, JK included as one of my RAs, they've built a fantastic community, and the residents and just the RAs and everything is just so warm, and it's just wonderful. It's my favorite place.
Awesome. I lived in Evans my first year too. Really liked it. Okay, so I know as a high school student, it's really hard to imagine what living on campus is like, especially at a place like Center where you lived there for 4 years. It's a huge part of your experience in college. So what is something that you wished you knew before you lived on campus at Center?
I can take that one. Something I wish that I knew before I came to Center was just how integral residence life and living on campus is to the Center experience. I think I knew like it was stressed like you can build community, but it's really like this is your community, and like because you're there for all 4 years, you're able to make Center your home, and you're able to make it a place where you feel comfortable wherever you're living. Even if you move like side to side of campus every year, Center becomes a place where like you have all of these different relationships that you form either in your halls or in your different suite mates, and you're able to continue that through classes and other activities. And it really just brings all of campus together, and I think it's like the most important part of the Center experience.
I would agree. Love it. Well, that was great. You all did great answering those questions. We just have one last one. I know for students that are starting to think about their packing list and maybe what they want to bring to center, do you guys all have a must-have packing item for your first residence hall room?
Yeah, I can. So as a basic boy, um, I I think having one of those LED lights that are multicolor that you can change color and is essential for the dormant experience.
Essential, of course.
Forgot mine at home this year.
Love it. Do you guys have any other ones?
I think I would say command strips and lots of them. And like the Velcro ones were very helpful.
That is awesome. That's a good one.
I think I have two. One is like a fuzzy pair of clogs because like they are the most comfortable thing to wear around your residence hall. Trust me on this one. And the other one is like, I forget where they're sold, but it's a towel essentially that has Velcro on it. So when you like come out of the communal bathrooms or whatever, you can just Velcro it across like your waist or across like wherever you need to like hang it, and it won't come loose. You don't have to worry about that. That is an essential.
The towel wrap, very, very important. Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking time to talk more about living at Center. We hope this video was informational and helpful and also fun. We hope we'll get to visit you on campus sometime soon. So thank you guys so much. The first year experience, we've got JK to tell us more about that.
Hi. So, first year experience. So I'm a sophomore, so I was just recently a first year. So I kind of still remember all of these things. So around mid-May, I'm going to be, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be, wow, can we stop this? My roommate is locked out. He's like outside of my window, like screaming at me.
Now we can stop. First.
Hi, I'm Sangeet, or everyone calls me Geet on campus. I am a residence director with Center. I am a senior biochemistry molecular biology major with a creative writing minor. I am involved with residence life. I'm involved with our interfaith organization on campus, and I'm also an ambassador.
I'm so sorry. I've realized I'm gonna have to start another meeting. I'm gonna invite you all to another Zoom because I just ran out of time.
It would have been
That's
so
okay.
fun.
I had like 3 stutters.
I'm so sorry.
If we were on the last slide and just ended.
Oh man.